Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to be talking about women's plausible deniability. What that is, what it means, and how do you deal with it. Okay, first of all, let me show you what plausible deniability looks like when women do it. Okay, this is a very common occurrence, so let's have a look.
I went on a date with this guy and he was like, "It's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place?" And I was like, "Sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you." And he was like, "That's totally fine. Just come over." So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, "Are you gay?"
This is hilarious because guys just don't understand this. Like, why would she mean yes when she said no? It's all reputation management. Okay, women have to protect their reputation because there's a lot of men and some women that shame women for, getting intimate with guys quickly. Okay, so in order to avoid that, she has to do this whole, it's not going to happen tonight, it's not going to happen. Or ones that I've heard a lot is, I can only come in for a minute, I'm going to be gone, I've got work in the morning, so I'm only going to come over for a little bit. It's all plausible deniability, okay? It's just her way of saying, like, I'm a good girl, okay? I don't do this normally. I don't go to a guy's place and hook up with him or put out on the first date. So don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. I'm a good girl. And guys are just like, oh, okay, like. Meanwhile, they're hoping that you make a move. They're expecting you to read between the lines and make a move. Okay, and you can't shame women for this. This is men's problem. This is a problem that's caused by men for being like, oh no, if she puts out too early, she's not girlfriend quality. I don't want to see her again. She's not girlfriend quality if she puts out so quickly. So she has to pretend, no, I don't do this. Never happened to me before. If stuff goes down, it's going to be your fault. It's all you're doing. Because a woman wants the opportunity to say, like, it just happened. Sex just happened. I wasn't expecting it. I told him no. I said it wasn't going to happen tonight. I told him, like, I can only stay for a little bit. But wouldn't you know, like, he made a move on me and, it happened. We had sex and it was great. She wants that plausible deniability to be able to say, like, it just happened. I didn't have any responsibility for it happening. He just made moves and suddenly we were intimate in bed. So it wasn't my fault. I'm a good girl. There was a bunch of times in the past where I would take women's words as, gospel. Be like, okay, she can only come in for a bit. I guess I won't make a move. Meanwhile, she is just totally frustrated. She leaves, totally upset and being like, thinking that you're, totally clueless. And that's exactly what she described. She called him gay. Because he didn't make a move. He didn't read between the lines. And here's the thing, guys. If you hear a woman say this, try to make a move. It's almost guaranteed good things are about to pop off. Okay? Because she's expecting it to happen. She's hoping it happens. When she says it's not happening tonight, don't get any funny ideas. Be like, okay. And then you try anyways and watch what happens. You will end up doing what she expected you to do and what she wanted you to do, which was take the lead, try to get intimate with her, so it's not her responsibility. It just happened. It's spontaneous. I didn't know. I'm a good girl. It just happened. That is how you deal with, plausible deniability. You have to stop taking women's words as gospel. Okay? And obviously, I'm not telling, like, if a woman is seriously uncomfortable with you, she will want to leave. You'll see it in her whole body language that she is, uncomfortable, like unsure and, a little scared. In which case you have, comfort to build. If that's the case and you sense that she is tense, uncomfortable, what I do is I take her and I'm pretty hungry, help me make dinner. And I'll go into the kitchen, I'll have her, chop carrots, peel potatoes while we make dinner. And then her whole body language relaxes as she realizes, like, I'm not going to jump all over her as soon as she's in my place. She has time to get her bearings, time to relax, and time to get horny. Okay? Because that's what happens as soon as a woman is comfortable in your presence, comfortable with you touching her, it's only a matter of time before, she's going to get aroused. She's going to want to, escalate things. Okay? And you can't just be like, oh, she said it wasn't going to happen tonight. She's hoping it is in most cases. I can't say like 100% of cases because, there's always exceptions to every rule. But 99% of the time, it's make a move and good things will happen. And of course, if she stops you, you stop. No one's forcing anything here. This is just games women have to play in order to preserve their reputation because they're worried about being judged by you. This is plausible deniability. This is why if you make out with a woman on your first dates and then you try to arrange a second date, chances are she won't agree to it. She'll be like, nope, I know where this is going and I'm not horny and like all my plausible deniability is gone. Okay, now I feel trashy because I have to go to this guy's place and I know I'm expected to put out. And women don't want that. They want it to happen spontaneously for the first time. Like just the stars aligned and you made a move and she was just overcome with passion. All that passion, all that plausible deniability is gone when you take that from her by kissing her, making out with her, and then inviting her out again. She's going to be like, okay, I know where this leads. I know what he's expecting. All the passion, all the spontaneity is gone because she's like, oh, I know how this movie ends and I know how he's expecting the movie to end. And I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet. So of course she'll just be like, you know what? I'm just going to ghost this guy. I don't want that kind of pressure. And yeah, you are done because you removed her option for plausible deniability. She can no longer say it just happened. It was just, passion was just flowing and, intimacy happened. Don't take that from women. Allow women to have that plausible deniability. This is why when I invite girls home, I don't make it seem like, it's really going to go down. I let it happen spontaneously once she's back at my place. Once we're chilling, watching a movie, all of a sudden things are heating up and it just happens. And she can say like, man, you are so smooth. It just happened. You just swept me off my feet. I didn't know it was coming until it was like, okay, I'm super turned on and I'm ready for it. I want to take this to its full conclusion. That is the way women love it the best. They don't want it planned. They don't want it scheduled. Like, this is when we are hooking up. 7 p.m., my place, be there or be square. It totally kills any of the romance, any of the spontaneity. What a terrible story to tell her girlfriends. Like, oh, yep. Had an appointment with a guy for the first time and then made sure like we hooked up. When you do that, she can't tell you the romantic story of two people just going back to his place and one thing leads to another and stuff. We just ended up in bed together and we had amazing intimacy. We had amazing time in bed. That's the way you want to roll this. You don't want to be this, okay, when we go back to my place, we are hooking up, okay? It totally ruins all the plausible deniability. All the romance, all the spontaneity, gone. She can't tell that story to her girlfriends anymore. It's like, you just went to this guy's place to hook up. There's no passion in that. And of course, like once you've hooked up with a woman, yes, then you can remove all the like plausible deniability because she knows like you're not going to judge her. So she doesn't have to play this game that, oh no, like she really doesn't hook up. She really doesn't like, put out that easily. It's all gone. And here's the thing, guys. Experienced women in bed, they're the ones that tell you it's not happening tonight. Just so you know, it's not happening tonight, or I can only come in for a little bit. Here's why. Because they have experience. They know where this leads. They know what's going to happen. Inexperienced women don't know what anything's going to happen. They've never been in this situation before. So they never say, oh, I can only come in for a minute. Sex isn't going to happen. They never say that. It's only the experienced women that have been down this road before. And they're like, okay, I've got to protect my reputation. I've got to tell them I don't do this. I got to tell them like, I'm a good girl. I got to tell them that, I can only come in for a minute. It's just her protecting her reputation. Whereas a virgin girl or a girl with very little experience doesn't know what to expect. She really has, no need for her to say like, I can only come in for a minute. Sex isn't going to happen. Her reputation is essentially spotless. Okay. She doesn't have to protect it. She doesn't have to like worry about you thinking, that she's cheap or whatever. This is all because of guys, okay? The whole reason, this whole song and dance is because of judgmental guys, prudes thinking like, oh, women that put out easily, they're trash. It's like, no, it has a lot to do with how good you are at turning women on. That is how fast women will, put out. It has nothing to do with her quality or her, her relationship potential. It means nothing, okay? So remember, I'm not telling you to force yourself on women. This is a disclaimer on that. Of course not. We want these women, as into it as we are, obviously. But a lot of the times women will say like, no, it's not happening. And you just have to try anyways, because as soon as you try, you'll quickly see that her words meant nothing. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a little story about what happened. I went on a date with a girl from online, took her to a frozen yogurt place near my place. Yeah, the frozen yogurt place. Then I brought her back to my place, and I noticed when she was back at my place, her whole body language was like totally open. She hopped up on my bed, laid down, and we put on like some YouTube videos or whatever. Totally relaxed, okay? So I lie down next to her. I start rubbing her legs, start rubbing closer to her nether regions, and all of a sudden she stops. She says, whoa, whoa, where is this going? It's like, you think you're going to take me out for frozen yogurt and then we're going to hook up? No, I'm playing chess and you're playing checkers. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I know where this is going. You're not going to get anywhere with me. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And I took my hands off her and I just sat there next to her as we watched YouTube videos. And wouldn't you know it, 5 minutes later, I try again. I put my hand on her legs, moving closer to her nether regions. And suddenly she's just like, do you have a condom? And it was a wrap. It was a wrap, okay? Checkmate, essentially. Yeah, you're playing chess. Well, yeah, you're talking to a grandmaster here because I just checkmated your ass. Anyways, that's the way it works. They're expecting you. They want you to persist. Okay, they're expecting you like, they try to pretend a lot of the times that, I'm a good girl. I don't do this. This is not happening. And then as soon as you try, the floodgates open and they're super happy after the fact because you could read between the lines. You didn't take them at face value. Obviously, I'm telling you to use your discretion. If they have uncomfortable body language, they are not ready yet. Okay, you have work to do. You have comfort to build. Have them make dinner with you, touch them a little bit more, dig deeper into, so she opens up to you and she stops feeling like uncomfortable, intense. As soon as she relaxes, that's when you can escalate things again and good things will happen. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you need help doing this, reading between the lines so you actually understand what women are saying, there's coaching links down below. And of course, I offer a complete money-back guarantee if I can't give you the results that you're after. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you for watching.